Hello, Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Batman Arkham City. Third freaking attempt with this voiceover. God damn. I was doing pretty well the second time until I got a phone call from my lovely girlfriend. I hope she's doing okay, but I won't get into that. So, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to be tracking down the ninja from the last video. Basically, she will lead us to Ra's al Ghul, where we can get his blood sample so we can make the cure for both Batman and Joker. I believe you would consider this the midpoint of the game, because, you know, like, you have a fair amount of things open to you. Not everything, but, you know, just a fair amount. And the reason that we started off in a different area this time around is because I did a bit of Riddler stuff off screen, so you guys wouldn't have to see that. Though I will think maybe for a future video I'll have one for Zsasz specifically. Like, I don't know, like I'm debating whether or not to finish up Zsasz because I don't necessarily need his stuff in order to beat the game. I can kind of grind with a Catwoman, but I don't know. Anyway, so I failed to get through the sewer entrance.
My signal made it weak. Try and stay locked on.
Rerouting additional satellites.
Sorry. I failed to get through the sewer entrance in one dive bomb, so a bit of a fake fan, but hey, like, what can you do? When I was recording this footage, it was a pretty late at night, so yeah. All right, so while we're in the sewer, there is an Easter egg. It's actually Killer Croc from the last game. Basically, Croc will tell you that he's not gonna fight you, but there is something very different about him. Now, I don't really know when it's canonically supposed to happen, because after a certain point, he will trigger when you press that button. But you know. But while we're talking about Croc, he actually has a rune here, which is a riddle. So just blow that up, drop down, and try to get. I think that's what it was, but you know. Now there are 3 goons below us, and I do manage to get a challenge done for Riddler after well, after I try to manipulate the enemies a few times. So, right there. There's actually another challenge for there's another challenge for the remote control not remote control, god damn it. The spark gun, as I'll call it, you know, cuz like that's how my brain sees it. It's shooting out electricity. It's a spark gun. Anyway, so there is another challenge with it that we'll get a little later. So just don't worry about that right now. But I was trying to get all 3. Like, I was trying to knock all 3 down with the electric charge, but it just didn't work. So I'd say, you know what, screw this, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you. It is kind of annoying, but yeah, that's whatever. So that wall I just blew up a second ago was actually the second death trap in the entire game, I believe. Basically, if you don't have a certain tool or certain upgrade, then you are not going to finish it. You can't. The other one is in the subway, which we will cross in just a couple of minutes. Well, actually, it is right over here. So, Riddler's goons are making their way down here because I believe Penguin kind of left after he fell, and other Penguin turf. It kind of looks like. Well, okay. So, basically, in the background of the game, there's a three-way war going on between Penguin, Two-Face, and Joker. Two-Face is set up in Park Row, which is, with the courthouse and stuff. Penguin has taken the... Sorry. Two-Face has taken the Bowery. I'm sorry. Two-Face has taken the Bowery. Penguin has taken over Park Row, which is where the museum is at. And Joker is holding up in the steel mill, or the industrial area, I believe it's called. But as the game goes on, Joker's thugs move into certain areas. Well, kind of. I mean, like, Joker's thugs move underground. Penguin, I don't know, but sorry, my voice is not all here today. But Penguin's thugs either sign up with Two-Face and Joker, or are just straight up killed. And Two-Face takes over Penguin's turf at the end of the game, or by the end of the game, or by the end of the game, I should say. But semantics. Anyway, so you can actually get these two trophies that I'm getting a lot earlier, like as soon as you have access to the subway station, assuming that you have both the power and range amplifier for the cryptographic sequencer. And I should mention that it's around this point of the game where I start getting calls and texts left, right, and sideways. So you're gonna see a couple of awkward cuts, maybe, but yeah, there's just some things that you can't help, right? But oh well. Oh, actually, I wanted to touch on this little thing real quick. So I don't know who thought of this a theory first, but shout out to them. But basically, they're saying there's a theory that that Batman is not suffering from the Titan in Joker's blood. It's because it's a bad blood transfusion. Their blood types don't match. Now, I don't know where that came from, and I don't know much of the specifics, but shout out to them. Anyway, so I almost ran into all of those guards all those thugs at once, but there is a way that you can deal with it a lot easier, and I will show that off. So, just line launch over to this little alcove right here. I do manage to fuck up, but thankfully I was able to save myself, so all's well. Now grapple up to that little opening up there, whip out your explosive gel, get yourself properly angled, spray it on, and then trigger it. So this will knock the two armed thugs along with the armored thug out. So, though we don't know what happened to that other one, though, because it said that there were 6, but there were, I don't know, maybe the number changed as I was doing it, and as you saw that little supposed graphical glitch, that was just me pausing the game for a little bit, unpausing, and, it was very awkward, so I kind of had to trim it down. But thankfully, we are almost done with... Thankfully, I say thankfully. Though, we are almost done with the with the 70s Batman suit. Though this section introduces these jamming enemies. Basically, they have a portable signal jammers that mess up your detective mode. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not that difficult to deal with it. So. And I used the disruptor on the Riddler goon. I did that intentionally, and I also used it on the jamming enemy, hoping that it would get rid of it. But that wasn't the case, so I had to do it the old-fashioned way. Just do a silent takedown, and Batman will dismantle the jamming device. Really simple. And there is the second. There's a second electric charge challenge. Yeah, like the game really tests you as to how you can do a lot of things, which I think is pretty cool. Daring you to use knockout smashes or in the fight with gadgets, how many gadgets you use, the amount of different things that you do in a combat challenge or a predator segment. Like that's actually pretty cool, and it encourages you to get a little bit better at the game, which I think is nice. Okay, so while technically I did knock out a third guy with a batarang, they're not going to go check on him. Instead, they're going to go check on the guy that I knocked out earlier. I was debating about using the smoke pellet there, but I kind of decided against it. Hold on a second, I need to find my water. God damn it. Shit, it's not anywhere close. Fuck! Okay. I'll just try to get through this as fast as I humanly can. Alright, so now I'm actually doing a challenge that I should have done, that I actually did not do a while ago, which was an inverted takedown. You do, like, it does cause a bit of a ruckus, but at the same time, it is a bit of a challenge. So you can get to Riddler a lot easier. So now again, I was debating about using a pellet there, but ultimately I decided against it. But that's mainly because the armed dude, like the orange guy, he is taking a hostage. So again, basically, for a hostage situations, you cannot let the guards or thugs see you. You can't. Otherwise, game over. Don't know why that guy didn't see me, but this is the challenge that there we go. So basically what that was is that if you get a guard to shoot a gun that's jammed, you can get a challenge which will add to your Riddler tally, so you can go and see him a lot sooner. Though you're not meant to get to him at post game, like, not post game, sorry, end game, because end game you're pretty much railroaded, right? So there's that. And I was trying to get that prompt to show up, but it just wasn't working with me. I don't know why. Now, we will actually be seeing this intern a little bit later, but it's not anything major, you know. She's just a side character sort of a minor role, but you know, is what it is. And it was around here that I believe I had a call at the time, so I had to stop the recording there and practically and almost pick it up pretty much immediately. But yeah, now Batman is starting to put some of the pieces together about why the thugs have guns and state-of-the-art firearms, military grade stuff, you know. But with that, we're now playing as Batman Year One, and this isn't necessarily my favorite skin. That actually goes to a different skin that hopefully we'll get to later, but you know. Okay, so there are a few things in this room. There's a trophy that we can't get just yet, but there is a Titan container, which will be our 5th one if you've been following along with the videos. And there are these demon seals. Basically, there are these gargoyle heads that you can use your Batclaw on. They can be kind of tricky to find, so please keep an eye out for them. Oh, and also the riddle in the middle of the room. I forgot about that. There's a Titan container. I thought getting a smoke pellet would work. Anyway, so with that done, it's time to to progress with the main game. But I also decided to get an upgrade. Though it wasn't to my health or anything. Instead, I decided to get the Lion Launcher Tightrope, so that way I could do the Death Trap later on. So basically, what that Death Trap is that you need to stay off of electric floors, and the Tightrope launch, the Line Launcher Tightrope is the only thing that will let you do that. And your reward for doing it is 3 trophies. So not that bad, I don't think. Okay, so now we're heading into Wonder City, which was basically an old abandoned city that was supposed to be a safe haven in Gotham, but it just really wasn't. It practically failed, and Gotham was built over its ruins. So yeah, there's that. And here we also encounter the assassins as enemies. Now, they aren't terribly hard to deal with. I mean, you do need to contend with their blades, but you know, like, they go down fairly easily. Sorry. Though they do tend to dodge your attacks a lot easier, so just bear that bit in mind. I'm also getting this riddle because I forgot it was there for a long freaking time. So, yeah. And there's a well-placed demon seal on the gate, which, well, actually, I think it's one of the easiest ones that you can get, so, you know. Okay, so now that we're in Wonder City, we need to go beyond the gate, but there isn't a way to get through. So how are we going to do this? Well, these mechanical guardians, apparently, they have some kind of primitive video technology, which is way ahead of its time, and Batman decides to scan them in order to piece together the footage, so that way they can, you know. Oh, and sorry if you're hearing any banging or tapping or whatever. It is currently raining at the time. It's currently raining at the time of this voiceover, and there's nothing I can do about that, so sorry. But anyway, I hate going back to this. I hate going back to this particular scan quest because this fucker took me nearly 10 minutes, and I had to look up a guide. Like, holy fuck, man! You could have just like not have put him there. You could have just like made the amount you needed to scan less. You know, just like shrink it. But no, what the fuck ever. Anyway, so now that that's done, we need to head right over here, which is actually. Oh, actually, you can't just go over here and do the thing early. You have to, you know, go through that painstaking scanning mission, and it just fucking sucks. And now Protocol 10 is getting a lot closer. Now, actually, with that wall, there is a trophy, but there is a trophy that you can get either with gel or a remote control batarang. And I'm gonna tell you now, just save your time the hassle and use the gel, okay? Oh God, sorry about that. At least this video is almost done, so I can try to give my voice a little bit of a break. And it's right here that I really don't get why a lot of the sound effects are muted with the music. Because, like, I think something is, like, I think, like, some sound effects were supposed to happen here, but they just don't. I don't know why. And also, they just popped out of existence. It's funny. Okay. So, right now, you can't use anything. You cannot fight, you cannot run, and you cannot use your items or gadgets. You're on death's doormat right now. If you don't get what you need soon, then you gonna die. But thankfully, it's not that very far, I don't think. So, well, actually, what the hell am I talking about? Okay, now right here is where we're gonna be in. Well, oh, and also, sorry, that gateway with those statues, that is a riddle too. But you can't actually solve it right now because you're locked into story. And right here, we're introduced to Talia al Ghul, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, and one of Batman's many love interests. Okay, so right there with the smack, that is muted with the music. I don't understand why. But anyway, so I'm not a big fan of Talia. I'm not, okay? Just, I don't think she's an interesting villain. I don't think she's an interesting character. And she gave birth to one of my least favorite Batman, or actually my least favorite DC character in general, Damian Wayne. Because, like, Damian was everything that a Batman character probably shouldn't be. Well, actually, we had Jason Todd, but, you know, like, he became Red Hood, so he gets a pass on that one. But I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Like I think my hate of Jason stems from the Injustice games, but I can talk about that later. But, you know, we are almost done here. But I really don't like Talia in this game because, like, she knows that Batman doesn't, well, like, just like, what is her real goal? It It's like Ada Wong from Resident Evil 2 onward. What is her goal? Like, Talia wants to rule over the League with Bruce at her side, but she knows Bruce doesn't do this crap. So she manipulates, gaslights, just what the fuck, woman. And also with this game, she also helps him later on, so it's just even more confusing. But I don't fucking know. I really can't with Talia here. I just can't. Anyway, so since we're coming up on time, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. The next milestone we'll be celebrating is 500 subscribers, and we are really close to that. So, until next time, Celestial Goons, remember, reach for the stars.